Welcome. Today is Saturday, February 2nd, 2019. Here's what's what. Police say 14 companies across Japan were sent envelopes containing a blackmail letter and powder. Police have confirmed that potassium cyanide was in some of the powder sent to the companies. The 14 include pharmaceutical firms in Tokyo and Osaka, 2 major newspapers, and a food company in Hokkaido. 4 other drug companies in Tokyo also received similar envelopes. The envelopes arrived last week, and authorities say the letter writer threatens to distribute phony medicine containing potassium cyanide unless the equivalent of 35 million South Korean won, or about $31,000, is paid in bitcoins. But the QR code sent as a payment method wasn't scannable. The notes made the demands under the names of the leading members of the AUM Shinrikyo, the cult behind the March 1995 sarin gas attack on the Tokyo subway, among other crimes. Police suspect all the envelopes were sent by the same person. Prolific character actor Dick Miller, known for roles in dozens of films like Gremlins and Rock and Roll High School, died Wednesday from natural causes. He was 90 years old. He began his acting career in the 1950s in theater before moving to Los Angeles, kicking off his 6-decade career in film with hundreds of credits. Miller's best known for his scene-stealing role in Gremlins and its sequel, Gremlins 2: The New Batch. Miller played Murray Futterman, a World War II veteran haunted by memories of the creatures from the war, who gets his chance to fight back against the creatures when they attack a small Midwestern town during Christmas. Miller's other films include The Terminator, All the Right Moves, Night of the Creeps, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, Amazon Women on the Moon, and The Howling. He was in the music video for Rod Stewart's song Infatuation in 1984. He also appeared in many television shows: Bonanza, Wagon Train, Soap, Barnaby Jones, Taxi, and Star Trek Deep Space Nine, just to name a few. Miller is survived by his wife of 60 years, daughter, and granddaughter. By the end of 2019, there will be a new fence along the German-Danish border, 70 kilometers, 43 miles, from one end to the other and 1.5 meters high, just to stop wild boar. It's said the fence will prevent the spread of African swine fever virus in Denmark. The Danish government says it wants to protect the pig farming industry, which is extremely important for the country. African swine fever has not yet arrived in Germany, but the number of EU countries affected by the animal disease has increased from 6 to 9 over the past year, with new cases in Hungary, Bulgaria, and Belgium. More than 6,500 cases of African swine fever in wild boar and domestic pigs were registered in the EU and Ukraine by mid-December 2018. That's an increase of more than 50% compared to the previous year. With outbreaks in the Czech Republic, Poland, and Belgium, the disease is right on the German border. African swine fever is a virus that infects domestic pigs and wild boars. Infected animals get a high fever and internal bleeding. Over 90% of the infected pigs die, mostly within a week. The disease is transmitted through contact with infected blood or other carcasses of animals that have died from the disease. The virus can remain in them for months or even years. The virus is a warthog disease from Africa. The first diagnosis dates back to 1910 when the British occupied Kenya. It's difficult to control, and at this time, there is no vaccine against African swine fever. Turning to birthdays for today, February 2nd. Brent Spiner turns 70. Brent's an American actor, comedian, and singer, best known for his portrayal of the android Lieutenant Commander Data in the television series Star Trek: The Next Generation and 4 subsequent films. Christy Brinkley is 65. Christy is an American model, actress, and businesswoman. She gained worldwide fame with her appearances in the late 1970s Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues, ultimately appearing on an unprecedented 3 consecutive covers. She spent 25 years as the face of CoverGirl and has appeared on over 500 magazine covers. Tom Smothers is 82 today. Tom's an American comedian, composer, and musician, best known as half of the musical comedy duo The Smothers Brothers, alongside his younger brother Dick. Police on Wednesday raided the Tokyo office of a YAKUZA gangster group associated with a man wanted for alleged murder in violation of the firearms control law. Masaru Abe, age 56, a member of a group under the Sumiyoshi-kai crime syndicate, is wanted in connection with a fatal shooting in the capital's Kabukicho entertainment district last week. The victim, age 65, who was found collapsed inside a karaoke establishment with 3 gunshot wounds on January 21st, was a member of a separate group under Sumiyoshi-kai more than 20 years ago and is believed to be acquainted with Abe. Abe is alleged to have fled from the scene on a motorcycle before getting in a van and being driven to a northwest Tokyo suburb. He is suspected of shooting the victim from close range inside a room on the 5th floor of a karaoke establishment in Kabukicho around 6:30 p.m. Considered an entertainment and red light district, the area is known for hosting a number of Yakuza gangsters and is also a popular commercial area among foreign visitors. Polish authorities on Thursday announced that 2,700 kilograms, 5,952 pounds, of tainted beef were exported to European Union countries. The country's chief veterinary officer said the meat went to Romania, Sweden, Hungary, Estonia, Finland, France, Spain, Lithuania, Portugal, and Slovakia. The announcement comes days after an investigative report aired on a local broadcaster with hidden camera footage showing a slaughterhouse butchering sick cows. Poland produces about 560,000 tons of beef a year, with 85% exported. This comes at the same time as millions of eggs had to be recalled in Belgium, the Netherlands, and Germany after they were found to contain the insecticide fipronil. The highly toxic substance can cause damage to the liver, thyroid glands, and kidneys if ingested in large amounts. More than 150 poultry farms in the Netherlands had to be shut down, and a number of German supermarkets pulled eggs from their shelves. A 2,000-year-old ancient Roman treasure has been discovered in the Mediterranean Sea. The find was made by 2 divers who came across it by chance. The artifacts are estimated to be about 2,000 years old. The treasure, lying 50 meters under the surface, was discovered by 2 Italian divers. The divers were astonished when they suddenly noticed 15 Gallic amphores submerged in the seas. Thanks to the use of underwater scooters, they were able to conduct a wide survey of the waters outside of Portofino. That's where the amphores were found, in a place divers don't normally get to. Most of these ancient jars are still intact, and they will now be examined by the Department of Antiquities that has been notified about the find. A new car theft method abusing the smart key system for unlocking and starting a car from close by was apparently used in multiple locations in the western Japan prefecture of Osaka. A smart key works when the signals it emits match those from the vehicle. This feature is taken advantage of in a carjacking technique called a relay attack, which tricks the smart key into determining that the car is only about a meter away by amplifying the weak signal from the vehicle using special devices. The relay attack allows thieves to steal a car parked outside an owner's home quickly without noise by activating the key fob inside the house. Police are warning people who use the keyless ignition system to take countermeasures such as placing the key fob in a special signal-blocking container as well as locking the steering wheel and tires. A spate of car thefts has recently taken place in Osaka Prefecture, which are all suspected to be relay attack incidents. Police suspect the stolen cars are sold after the attacks by making a new smart key.